me wrote them down. Another question? Raise your hand. Hi. Yes?
So you're how tall?
I'm 5'10".
Where you get your jeans from? Because I'm 5'10" too.
I always get long.
Really? But like where though? Like, 'cause, I mean, Old Navy has wet jeans, and then.
See, I can't wear Old Navy. My sister does. She's shorter than me. She hates me. Like I'm trying to think. G-Brand, do you know what I do? Is I'll invest in like Rockin' Republic jeans. They make them super duper long, and you have to have them tailored to be shortened to fit you perfectly. But honestly, they're $500 a pair, and they rip in like 3 months.
I'm
gonna be real with you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, but anywhere, Torrid has good long jeans. If you have that, or Abercrombie, I guess. It just depends on what size you are, but don't do Old Navy, because they tend to fit a different frame. Trust me. But long, just always get long. You can order them online. You can get extra long now, too. Yes? No. My sister, I have a brother, too, and a nephew. My brother's 28, my sister's 25, and I'm 22. That's relatively. I don't keep up with birthdays. So yeah, so I'm the baby in the family, and Lindsay, my sister, is shorter than me, and we're like polar opposites. Her natural color is blonde, my natural color is like almost black. She has brown eyes, I have green eyes. She's very angry. She's mean as a snake, but we love each other. But we're totally different. She's the talented one, you know, like she's smart and funny and talented, and I'm like the pretty one, so that's great. So I think we're both jealous of each other, you know what I mean? And then Ryan's the jock. He's like a big firefighter guy. So it works out. And there's a question back here. You.
So after you won America's Next Top Model, like how often do you correspond with all the people in the show, like your other contestants, Tyra and all of them?
Well, I keep in pretty good touch with Tyra because I do her talk show a lot. But of course she's about to go off air. As far as the other contestants on the show, it's difficult because when you're on the show, it's like when you're on the show, you're all like, oh, I don't know who's gonna win, this is so exciting and new and different, and so you like make really good close bonds with people. And then after the show, the only thing that everybody can agree on, except for me, is that they didn't want me to win. You know, like, 'cause they all wanted to win. So it's like, oh, well, anyone but Whitney. And so then it's kind of, you know, obviously I'm the odd one out. I'm like, yeah, me too, man, you should have won. Yeah, that's tricky. One time I had a lady on an airplane come, she was sitting next to me, and she's like, I know who you are. And I was like, oh, cool. She's like, I voted for Anya. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. What do you say to that? She's like, yeah, me too. Mean and hateful. The Top Model has diehard fans. I've been like mobbed on the street. Yes?
Have you found that, like, after you did win Top Model, like, that you had people who were, like, pouring all over you, like, wanting to be your friend, or, like...
Oh, yeah. I was not the cool girl in high school. I was president of the chess club for 2 years, and I was vice president of the Latin club, and president of the marine biology club. I was on the tennis team. Anyway, so yeah, I was not like the cheerleader. And as soon as I won, there's actually this girl who had been my arch nemesis from 3rd grade. I had made a teacher birthday card, and then she took it and pretended like she gave it to the teacher, and we were not friends, literally for like 13 years after that. So then I go on Top Model, and she wrote on my Facebook wall, like, we're all watching you, we're all rooting for you in my sorority. Really? Like, but, you know, living well is the best revenge, so it's kind of funny. I'm like, I know that everybody was mean to me in high school, and like, I know that I'm not your friend, you know, but like, I would still hang out with them, or like, be nice, because I'm not going to be mean. But it's kind of funny, because I'm like, oh yeah, oh, I'm going to catch my flight back to LA, sorry, you know, like. Okay. What else was the question? Oh, you.
Have you ever, like,
No. I've been fortunate to not ever have to deal with that. Like I said, when I did have the pressure to lose all the weight, I didn't. And, you know, that's a tricky thing, so I'm sure if I hadn't somehow gone on Top Model, like, you're always going to look back in 10 years and go, like, what if? But I'm so happy that I made the right decision. And, you know, when Tyra Banks modeled for Calvin Klein, she was a size 6. Today, size 6 was plus size. It's not me, it's the industry, you know, like, this is what they're changing, this is what they're telling us is beautiful, and we go, oh yeah, I want to be beautiful, so I'm not going to have boobs anymore, and I'm going to, you know, like, it's just, it's ridiculous.
So what was the show for you like? Like, your stuff in there that, like,
Yes.
really, really hot person?
Yes.
Okay.
Bad thing about Nigel. Nigel's coming out with a book. It's on like inner and outer beauty, and he asked me to shoot with him on Wednesday, and my flight left Tuesday from Florida, and I missed my flight. Like, I didn't just like miss it, like I missed it by a day. I forgot that my flight was leaving, and on Tuesday night it was like, oh my god. So that's a bummer. But yes, Nigel, so hot. And the show's really hard because they're filming you 24/7. Like, literally, when you sleep, they film you. When you wake up in the morning, there's the camera. I would get so angry with the camera in my face. I'd be like, really, guys? Like, right now? I'm not a morning person. I don't look good in the morning. I don't really look good, like, in general. Really good. But, I mean, like, really, though. It takes an army. And yeah, it's like the show's so hard, like you don't get to buy your own groceries, you're not allowed to go outside. Like if I wanted to go outside to buy a pack of gum, I would not be allowed to. And they keep you in that little, we had a 2-bedroom apartment, if you guys didn't watch the show, in New York. 2-bedroom, 14 girls. Okay, so that was intense. And then you'll get back from a casting or something, and you'll just be there, and they don't tell you when your next casting is, so we'd just be locked in the apartment for like 4 days, not knowing, like, if Tyra Banks would just walk in the door at any second. So talk about stress. You go from like, oh man, my carrots are missing, like, my carrots! Like, people freak out. With good reason. They're like, man, you guys are just pretending to be crazy on the show. I'm like, no, we're crazy.